Welcome to Plus Parks. I'm Pammie, your plus-size fairy godmother, bringing you all the magic Disney and Florida has to offer plus-size people. And today we're doing a live chat. It is Thursday, October 30th. I'm sorry, Thursday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching us any other day or time, then you are watching a recording, but it's still fresh, and we're glad you're here. I can see a couple people have already started to join. That is awesome. As you may already know, if you've tuned into the live chats before, this is a wonderful opportunity for us to connect with one another and ask questions and exchange thoughts and ideas, and for me to just kind of keep you abreast of what's going on with the Pammie Plus Parks channel and the Facebook group. So let's go ahead and say hello to some of the people that have joined us live. Let's go ahead and see who's here right now. Actually, you know what? I think I can pull you up on my computer, which is in front of me, and I'm going to try to do that because it's easier to read. On my computer, which is in front of me, and I'm going to try. Oh, I had my volume on. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's take a look here. I can see that I have the chat a little bit larger on the screen, and I can actually see it better. So let's take a look. Let me increase the size of this. All right, sorry for that lag. Let's take a look. Hello, Karen and Gina, Alicia, Abby. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you guys could join us. Who else is here tonight? Barbara as well. Okay, hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us live. And if you happen to be watching this later on after it's been recorded, thank you for taking the time to join us and check out what's going on with the Pammie Plus Parks YouTube channel and the Facebook group. But I have a whole roster of things to get through tonight. So I'm going to kind of like just jump into it, some of the topics really quick. And in between, I will stop and say hello to people and answer questions and all that good stuff. All right, let's get started. So again, as I said, today's Thursday, August 30th. And the first thing I want to go over very quickly is my parks schedule. You know, I do a lot of scheduled visits. I try to let you know whenever I possibly can of when I'm going to be in a park and where I'll be, so that you can kind of keep your eyes peeled for me if you happen to be there as well. And sometimes I have unscheduled visits to the parks, like I did this past Sunday. Mark and I went to Epcot for dinner. We went to Spice Road Table, and we got to take a look at all the booths that went up for the Food and Wine Festival, which actually kind of kicked off today. There are some people there who were actually testing some of the foods. I think the official open is on Saturday, but they start opening the booths up today, so it'll be a couple of weeks before Mark and I actually go out there to check out the Food and Wine Festival. We kind of like to let a couple weekends pass before we go because it's so crazy busy. All right, let's see. So the next scheduled visit, as you guys probably already remember from the previous week's chat, is going to be Friday, September 7th. There's a VIP pass holder event for Toy Story Land, where the pass holders get 1 hour time before the park opens to play in Toy Story Land. My time slot is from 7 to 8. Then they have another time slot from 8 to 9, so I'm not sure if they kick me out of Toy Story Land or where I go, but for those of you who are annual pass holders, I will figure out what goes on with that, and I'll report back to you so you know what to expect if you have a similar thing that you're doing in the future. While I am at Hollywood Studios on that Friday, next Friday, super excited. Oh, I didn't even tell. Did I say that? Did I mention it is Friday? Not this Friday, but next Friday. But while I'm in the parks, while I'm in Hollywood Studios, I've got a bunch of videos I'm going to do. I will do one for Toy Story Mania, for Muppets 3D, Little Mermaid, Indiana Jones, and I'm also going to be going to the Sci-Fi Dine-In to have a do-over of a lunch that I had in May. Back in May, on May the 4th, my friend Melanie, who is a moderator of Disney Parks for plus size guests, invited me to go on her reservation to go. She made a reservation and invited me to go with her to Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater. And unfortunately, while I was filming, my camera failed. I got great video, but I got no audio. So, and on top of that, we had some unfortunate things happen that had to do with my credit card and some issues with the server. And as we were leaving, Melanie mentioned that to the manager. And as a result, the manager felt really bad about all the things that kind of went wrong at the end of our meal and offered to have us come back again and do over our lunch. Unfortunately, Melanie and I couldn't get our schedules to mesh, so we aren't able to go together. Melanie will go another time, but I'm going to go on Friday, but I won't be alone. I'll be with you guys. I'll have the camera with me, and I'm going to show you everything. You'll get to see the different types of seating that are available, and I'll show you, I'll probably order something different than I did last time, and I'll use the footage from my previous visit and this visit and put them together in a video for you that you'll see sometime in September or October, so you have that to look forward to. That basically does it for September of what I have scheduled for September. For October, what I have scheduled is Tuesday, October 16th, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And an anonymous donor, anonymous fan of the channel and of the Facebook group purchased Halloween party tickets for Mark and I, and we are absolutely thrilled because we have never done anything like that before. We're really thrifty with our money, we're really careful with it, and we enjoy going to the parks, but we never spend anything extra like that. We've never been to a Halloween party or Christmas party or Star Wars event or anything extra like that. So this is something that is a huge blessing to me and Mark, but I want to make sure it's also a blessing to you guys. So I will definitely be vlogging that for you and sharing that experience with you. It's the first time I'm ever going to a party, so I'm not a pro with covering it, but I know you'll get to see all my excitement and enjoyment that Mark and I are both going to have while we're at that event, and I cannot wait to share that with you guys. I am absolutely thrilled to bits. And you know, I have some ideas for costumes. I was thinking about doing like a fairy godmother costume. I have some things at home that I can use to Disney bound Snow White. Or, you know, I have a t-shirt that I could use and some ears that a viewer sent me. And I also have one other secret costume idea. So I have 4 things I'm kind of batting around in my head, but you know, I like to be budget friendly. I haven't fully made up my mind what I'm going to be, but when I do, I'll probably do a video about it, or I'll share it with you in a live stream. And speaking of that, let's go back and take a quick look. I see a lot of people have been commenting. I kind of want to catch up with what you guys have said and make sure we're all talking together. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you guys are just chatting and chatting. I love it. Hello, Heather and Jessica, my schnook. Hello. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Billy. Oh, I'm glad that you like the advice, Billy. I'm really happy that it's helpful. Hey, Michaela. Let's see, who else do we have? Serena, hello. I am having a great day. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day too. Hello, Jess. Hello, Amy Adventures. Thank you. Oh my gosh, did somebody just make a contribution? Jenna, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Everything you guys contribute through super chat, and eventually every little bit helps. And eventually I will have a Patreon account, and eventually I will have PayPal. So if you want to contribute in those other ways, I'm very grateful for that. It helps tremendously. Every bit that you send me is going into a bank account separate that will be used to pay for my annual pass. I'm working towards getting an upgraded annual pass that will allow me to also cover the water parks. And once that annual pass is covered, every other amount of money that comes in will go to visits that I take to the park, like to pay for gas and to pay for food. And like if there's snacks or things you want me to try, I'll use that money to buy those snacks and drinks and things to show you in the videos. And anything further than that that comes in from you guys will go towards purchasing Universal Studios annual passes, because I really want to cover those parks for you, but I can't crazy. I can't bankrupt myself. We already put a lot of money and time and energy into this project, and I'm able to do Disney right now, but I hope eventually with a lot of contributions and some of the ads that we place on the videos that it'll bring in enough income to allow us to be able to also purchase an annual pass for me to go to the Universal parks to cover those for you. I'm really excited to be able to do that for you sometime. Let's see. Thank you for the compliment about my hair, my schnook. This is what happens when you are on your day when you should have washed your hair, but you didn't. So I'm not the best hairstylist in the world, but thank you. Sarah's looking forward to seeing the sci-fi. I'm excited to show that to you. Hi, Christine. Alicia asks, do you have any videos about Space Mountain. I recently came back from Disney and was scared to go on. I don't have a video for it yet, but I will do one for you. I have to have someone with me when I do it because someone's got to hold the camera while I get out of the car. I find it difficult to get out of the car because I'm only 5'4". I have like a 26-inch inseam. I have very short legs, and I'm 350 pounds. So I'm like roly-poly trying to get out of that little tiny compartment. I fit in it fine, and the lap bar is fine. I have no issues with that. But trying to get out, there's not like a whole lot of stuff to hang on to. And the lap bar is the one thing that's in front of you that you can grab on, but if you grab it, it starts to shut. So I have like a little technique that I do to shimmy out. I just kind of use my legs to push my back up against the back of the chair. I put an arm on either side of the car, and I kind of push myself up. But I want to be able to show you that on camera, so I have to have somebody with me to film that. So as soon as I can get that done, I'll have a video for you. It's on my to-do list. Let's take a look here, what else we have. Oh my goodness, I'm just not good with this computer today. My mouse is all over the place. Let's see. Hello, Laura. Hello. Who else do we have? Sorry. Hello, Candace. Ms. Liz, she says, she's so glad I found your videos. I'm going to Disney next month, and I was terrified I wouldn't be able to fit on rides. Thank you for everything. You are more than welcome. That's exactly what this channel is for. That's what the Facebook group is for. I just want to make sure that you guys have all the information you need to help you relax and enjoy your vacation to its fullest, so you can see what's possible, which is just about everything. Teresa, the Facebook page name is also Pammie Plus Parks. Pammie Plus Parks. And you just put that in the search bar and go there and fill out the application. It's 3 one-word answers that you need to give. But if you don't answer all the questions, I do not approve the application. So please make sure you answer the questions so that you can get approved to be a part of the group. Let's see. My Schnook says she always feels like a turtle on its back trying to get out of Space Mountain. Yes, I feel that same way getting out of that car. It's not impossible. It's just a little difficult. And because I have such short legs and such a big belly, I kind of struggle with it a little. But, you know, I'm definitely interested in trying it again. And Michaela says she's also happy she found the videos because she was worried about the same thing. But my family and I are going in the first week of October. Fantastic, Michaela. You're going to have a wonderful... Oh, it's your first time, Michaela. It's going to be so magical. You'll love it. And Jess says that just wanted to thank me for my thoroughness and pleasantness. Thanks. I try. I really do. Laura has 6 days to Animal Kingdom and giving Flight of Passage a shot. That's right. You got to do it. You got to try it, because even if you don't fit on Flight of Passage, they give you 2 fast passes, and from what I understand, they had changed it a little bit. They give you 2 fast passes that you can use at any park during your stay. But I might be wrong about that. Ask your cast member and find out exactly what the specifics were, because when I went, they gave you a fast pass for Navi River Journey and one other ride, and it had to be used in Animal Kingdom that same day. But I think they opened it up a little more and made it a little more useful to use, so you could use it on different things. And not only will they give you the fast passes, but they'll give everyone in your party the fast passes so you can enjoy the rides together. So even if you don't fit on the ride, you're going to be able to get more fast passes and do more fun stuff. And they're so nice about it too, and they really try to help you, and they don't make you feel weird or anything, so I say try it. Sarah's leaving for Disney in 2 days. That is amazing. And Laura, yes, you can be brave. You're going to do great. Just get in there and try that ride. And remember, here's what I always say, that if you don't fit on that ride, that's not your fault. Somebody designed the ride, and the ride doesn't fit people who are tall, people who are chubby, people who have a big tummy, people who have thick muscular legs, people who are very short stature. There's tons of people, 20% of the people who try the ride don't fit on it. And that's not your fault that they designed the ride that way. There's nothing wrong with your body. It's the way the ride was designed. You know? Not your fault. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to worry about if you have to make an early exit because that ride wasn't designed to fit you. No big deal. Victoria, thank you so much for that contribution. I'm so glad that you love the videos. I'm so glad that they are helping you. Victoria, thank you so much. I am very appreciative of that contribution. It means a lot. And again, I've said it before, it's not just the fact that you're giving me money to help me do stuff, but it's the fact that the money, no matter how much it is your way of telling me that you have confidence that I'm putting out a good resource for you. You know that I'm going to try to do my very best job getting you the information you need to help you feel empowered to try these rides. Let's see. Sarah asked if I will watch others' Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party vlogs before I go, or do I want to be surprised? Because I'm vlogging for you guys, I'm not going to go without doing research. No way. I've probably watched like 20 videos already and read about 5 or 10 articles about the party and reviews and stuff, so I'm going to just continue to do that and read as much as I can and study the map about where all the candy locations are and kind of listen to what people have to say about when's the best time to go see the show, when's the best time to go see the parade, that kind of thing. And I'm not so worried about riding rides because I've been on the rides before, so it's the shows and the parades and stuff like that. And the candy that I'm really excited about. You know I'm excited about candy. Michaela says she's super excited about her upcoming trip. Barbara says I'm 5'250" and I just fit on Flight of Passage. So happy I tried. That's amazing, Barbara. I'm so glad. You know, like I said before, 20% of the people don't fit that try Flight of Passage, but 80% of the people who try do fit. So the odds are actually in your favor. So you've got to give it a shot. William says, thank you for making the videos. My wife is heavy in handicap and we are taking our son to Disneyland so she can go on with us. Thank you from our hearts. You are more than welcome. And I really had no intention ever to like cover accessibility stuff because I was just thinking about myself and my own struggles and other plus size people. But then I kept getting more and more requests for like, well, what do you do if you're in a scooter? And what do you do if you're in a wheelchair? Or I'm in a wheelchair, I'm in a scooter, or my mother or my father is. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to start including that kind of stuff as well. And you guys might be aware of this already, but Mark has epilepsy. So there's a number of rides he either doesn't go on or he has little tricks that he uses to cover his eyes because his epilepsy is triggered by light. He has photosensitivity epilepsy. So one of the things we'll be doing coming up in the future is Mark and I are going to do like a little sit down video and we'll go through some of the rides that he has trouble with and share with you what he does as a person with epilepsy to cope with that and how he manages to get through the park. So we'll definitely do something about that as well. You'll see more of that going forward. The more you guys ask for, I'm totally listening, and I want to, you know, make videos that meet your needs. So if you have something you want me to cover, you just let me know. Sarah says, I was worried watching Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party vlogs that it would ruin it for me, but I'm glad I did. Now I know where the handicap viewing areas are for the parade and fireworks, etc. Yes, it's really good to kind of check in on this. Christine, are you kidding me? Thank you so much, Christine, for that contribution. Thank you so much. You're amazing. You guys, this is really the most amazing group. The people that watch this channel, the people that are in the Facebook group, you guys are just, I don't know, you just blow me away with your amazingness. Shiloh, I can't believe you're here. Are you unbelievable? Thank you for joining us, Shiloh. Let's see, Teresa says, it's not just the information you give, it's that Pammie positivity that I love. Well, I'm glad to hear that because some people, it drives them crazy how positive I am. So, you know, I guess it can be annoying sometimes. But, you know, that's just the way I am. I'm negative sometimes. Sometimes I'm grouchy. It happens. Ask Mark. He'll tell you all about how I get grouchy sometimes. Kathy says, love, love, love your videos. Watching your videos makes me feel warm and fuzzy like a blanket on a snowy day. That sounds wonderful. Actually sounds kind of cozy. How sweet is that? Thank you so much, Kathy. Barbara says, Pammie, be prepared for Main Street and Castle area to be very crowded, but rest of the park is nice. I am prepared for that. And Mark and I are thinking we're probably going to stay to the very end of the event because from what I've seen from other vlogs and read from people's articles or blogs or things that reviews that they've written, is that the second set of parade and stuff like that, like the second show, they tend to be less crowded. So we'll probably be making sure we go see that. see. I'm trying to make sure I don't skip any. Sarah asked, any characters you're looking forward to seeing at the party? I want to see all of the characters at the parties, but I don't know. I know that the lines are like an hour or 2 hours long sometimes, so I'm going to do the best I can to see. Oh, hey, Erica. Found you recently on recommendation from Reddit. Really love your attitude, and I'm just happy watching you have fun. You're the best. Erica, thank you so much. Thank you very much for that super chat. I really appreciate that contribution. If you're not aware already, that contributions that you guys make during the super chats or in the future when I have my Patreon account set up or PayPal account set up, all of those will go towards taking care of my annual passes for Disney, paying for food and travel or any little snacks or things you want me to try in the parks for you and vlog about, and any dining things you want me to try, it'll go to pay for that, and then eventually Universal Studios as well. Michelle, thank you. Oh my gosh, Michelle, I'm so thankful for these videos. I'm so thankful for you, Michelle. Thank you for that amazing contribution. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your confidence. Thank you for watching these videos, and thank you for letting me know how they've been helping you, because, you know, you giving me that feedback, and it just, I don't know, it gives me like an extra sense of purpose in my life and makes me realize, you know, I have something I can do to help other people. I've always thought of myself as not being terribly talented or skilled. A nice lady, but not all that talented. And now I feel like I actually have something really good to offer that people really value and need. And Sarah, yes, I will be checking for strobe lighting and effects and lighting effects at the party with Mark. We'll be keeping an eye on that, and I'll be reporting from an epilepsy standpoint of what to expect from the lighting. We are expecting it will be a bit difficult. Mark's going to be making sure he's very well rested, very well hydrated. We have we'll have a plan in place of where he can go to rest and recover should we have an episode, if he has any auras or anything like that. If he has a seizure, we know exactly what we're going to do to kind of like to protect against that and help him recover from it quickly. Barbara says she pushes a wheelchair when she goes to the park, so she always has a place to sit. Let me know if you have any questions about accessibility. Okay, that's actually a pretty smart idea. I will ask. My Schnook says my grandson has epilepsy, so that would be a great video for us. See, there are other people. It's surprising. I didn't know that it was be something that people would really want to know so much, but that's great. I'm glad that we can share that with you and kind of maybe help. I really definitely want to do that. Let's see, Erica says your videos really prove your talent. You are fantastic at reporting and making people smile. Thank you so much. Let's see. Sarah says, not talented, you could be a radio TV personality. I definitely am a personality. I don't know if I should be on radio or TV. Probably shouldn't even be on YouTube, but here I am anyhow. I know I don't fit the mold of your typical TV person, but that's okay. You know, I'm more of a behind the scenes kind of person. Let's see. We had somebody just pop into this chat who was being not so great. Let me see if I can get rid of this person. All right, I apologize for that. There have been a few messages that went up just now that were absolutely against everything I stand for. Someone was being really horrible. So I went ahead and I took care of that. Sorry about that. Sorry if that took a minute to get rid of that person, but somebody jumped in on the live chat, you know, trying to like be nasty. If you see something like that, if somebody pops in here and they start saying nasty, gross, mean, awful things, just ignore them. Don't respond to it. Don't reply to it. As soon as I possibly can, I'll go ahead and boot them out of the chat. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, I am still planning to do Cali River Rapids for you guys. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to do it, but hopefully it'll be either late September or October. I'm not positive. I will try to get to it while the weather is still warm. So don't worry about it. Every single ride, every single attraction, every single show is on my list to do. I will absolutely get to doing them. Now let's go back to covering some of the topics I wanted to cover really quickly if I could. We talked on the Pammie Plus Parks Facebook group about having like a catchphrase or a video tagline, and you guys came up with some amazing creative ideas that were fantastic, and I loved them all. But there was one in particular that really stood out to me. And I hope nobody's mad at me about this, but I really liked what people had to say when we were talking about the term enjoy the ride. Because enjoy the ride is something kids can say, adults can say, people of any gender can say it. It's not applicable to every topic, because enjoy the ride isn't something that necessarily goes along with food reviews or restaurant reviews or clothing reviews or shopping reviews, but it really does kind of speak to what I was trying to do when I first started the videos. I started out wanting to just do the rides for you, and I would say enjoy the ride at the end of every video. That was the tagline that I picked out. But then I started covering the shows and the restaurants and other things like that, and I was like, okay, well, that tagline doesn't really apply. But now I think it does, actually, because people made a really good point. Life is like a roller coaster. There are ups and downs, and we need to enjoy the ride. And that's really kind of why I picked that phrase, because it was simple, it's easy to say, and it makes sense. It goes along with the idea that life is a roller coaster and there are ups and downs. Hey Sharon, I see my friend Sharon's joined. I think that, like Sharon says, if you look at life like a wild ride, it works, and it does. And and I think, you know, maybe it doesn't apply, maybe people won't get it who are new to the channel, but it'll make them like think about it, and maybe it'll start it's a conversation starter for sure. So from now on, with every video I do, whether it's a live stream or a live chat or a food review, restaurant review, clothing shopping review, or a ride review or a theater review, show review, I'm going to say enjoy the ride at the end, because it really does speak to that idea that life is like a roller coaster. Life is a theme park. Let's enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride that is life. So we're definitely going to keep that up, and we're going to continue to say that. I think that's kind of fun. So if you see me in the parks walking around and you spot me, grab me, say hello, we'll take some pictures, and if you're up for it, if you want to, I'll go ahead and record you saying your name and where you're from and saying the catchphrase, enjoy the ride, and then we'll put you in the videos. You know, I might put you in a different, it depends on how many people I record at a time, but eventually you'll see yourself at the end of one of the videos, and I think that would be fun, because the more I'm going to the parks, the more people who are watching the channel, the more I'm getting recognized, and it would be nice to be able to give something back to you guys that would be fun, so that if you see me in the parks, we can interact and we can share that. I think it would be a lot of fun. Let me see, I don't think for some reason, oh, here we go. Let's see. As Barbara said, ignoring rude people is the best way to get rid of them. Yes, that, like when I had that bad person. Let's see. I think, oh, Amanda says, hi Pammie, I'm coming next week to Walt Disney World. Will you be at the parks at all? I would love to see you. Yes, next week on Friday I will be in Hollywood Studios. So you can see me then if you are in Hollywood Studios sometime in the morning to early afternoon. You will see me there. I'll be walking around. I know Barbara asked if maybe someday we could do a meetup, and I've had people request that before, and I think it would be fun, but I don't know if it's something I can organize, because there's a lot that goes into it. I know people who do meetups, who organize meetups for Facebook groups, and it is like really hard to do, and trying to juggle that with everything else I have to do, I might not be able to do it. And that actually takes us on to our next subject, which is the title of this video, Facebook fail. What am I doing wrong? So a lot of people were alarmed and concerned that I was maybe going to turn off the Facebook group and shut it down. And I'll be honest with you, I had a moment over a couple of moments over the last few days where I was like, I just am not good at this. I am not doing a good job being an administrator of this Facebook group. It is overwhelming. It is hard to do. I am making mistakes. I am doing things the wrong way. I am saying the wrong things. My goals are all over. I'm not good at it. maybe I'm not helping people and I'm going to make things worse rather than better, and I should just shut the Facebook group down. So the first person I talk to when I have issues like this, of course, is Mark, who is my voice of reason. And he's like, whoa, wait a minute. You are not shutting that Facebook group down. It helps too many people. People love it. People need it. People rely on it. You have a great community there. What you need to do is you need to get some help. So, you know, he's like, the group has gotten to the point where we need to get some moderators to help me out. And I'll tell you why. And the reason why is because this project is such a passion project for me. And my goal when I'm creating these videos and I'm interacting with you and talking to you is to be like uplifting. You know, I want to enlighten you and educate you about what's going on in the parks, but I don't want to like talk down to you, because I wouldn't want anybody to talk to me that way. Alicia, thank you so much. Alicia says, thank you for everything you do. You really make us Pooh Bear guests feel more comfortable with rides. You're welcome. Thank you, Alicia, so much. You are welcome, and thank you. Thank you so much. And thank God for you too, Alicia. I really appreciate you guys. But, and you know, and it's because I love you guys and appreciate you so much, and I want so much for you to have confidence when you go into the parks. I want to lift you up. I want you enlightened. I want you encouraged. I want you to be courageous. And I want all these things for you. And I've set these standards for myself about how I'm going to interact, how I'm going to create the videos, and the quality of how they're going to be. And I have set these standards up for myself. And then I decided when I was doing the Facebook group somewhere along the line that I was going to make you guys have those standards too, and expect that you would interact with people exactly the way I would interact with people. And so when I saw a couple of things in the Facebook group, I pulled a couple of people over and I said, hey, you know, think about how you phrase things, or I'd prefer if you said it this way, or try to say it like this, or don't react this way, and don't behave that way, and don't talk to this person that way. I was just too bossy. Too much of a mother hen. I was nitpicking people, and I'm trying so hard to make the group a really nice place to be that I might squash the fun out of it and take that niceness out of it, and that people just being able to let their hair down and talk and share, and I'm gonna like squash it out of them because I think there's a certain way you should express yourself, and that's not fair. That's not right. I mean, we have too many people already in the world telling us as plus size people what we should and shouldn't be, and how we should and shouldn't talk, and how we should and shouldn't dress and act and eat and move, and ugh, you don't need more of that. You don't need that from me. So I'm thinking if I get some people who are reasonably minded to help me out with this, they're going to do a really good job of kind of keeping things on track, and without me being I'm a little overly cautious, you know. And the other part of it is too, is that I spend so much time working on the Facebook group. Like, I'm finding I'm getting up very early in the morning, and earlier and earlier in the morning, and going to bed later and later at night, and then staying awake at night worrying if I said the right thing or did the right thing in the Facebook group, and I'm not sleeping, and I'm getting grouchy, and I feel like I have less and less time to get done work on the videos. I'm definitely not. I've stopped dedicating as much time as I had to like becoming better at my editing skills, and better at my writing skills, and better at my production skills to make the videos better. So I think that if I have some people helping me moderate the group can continue to grow and be amazing, and I'll have more time to do the things that I'm supposed to be doing, like make videos, which is what's really helpful to you guys. So I have a few people in mind that are members of the Facebook group, and I will approach them in the next week or two and ask them if they are interested in being Facebook or the Pammie Plus Park Facebook group moderators. And if they are, they'll become moderators. But I also want to hear from you guys. If you are interested in doing that, that would be amazing. Just reach out to me in a message on Facebook. You know, just go onto the Facebook group and click on the send a message button. And what I'm looking for to tell you, to kind of narrow it down for you, is people who are active members, who actively post or actively comment, who have a good bit of knowledge about the parks. But I'm really looking for people who are good judges of character, really, too, and like and have a diplomatic way of handling things. So I basically would like the people to be able to screen new members, and I'll walk you through what that process will be like, to answer any direct messages we get, because we get a lot of direct messages where people don't feel comfortable asking questions in the group and they ask them privately. So I will need people to jump in and answer those questions. And people who will monitor all the different posts and comments fairly. And what I'm hoping is that the people who request to be moderators are not already a moderator or an administrator of another Disney plus size Facebook group, because you're already working hard on something else. And I would like people who aren't like being pulled in a bunch of other directions, and because I know what it's like to be overworked, and I don't want to have people who are overworked also working on the and overtax them more, you know. So people who maybe aren't already Facebook group administrators and moderators. And I would prefer if the person was not a travel agent, or if they are a travel agent, they have no intent on trying to sell their travel agency packages or anything like that. It's really just someone, you know, who I'm looking for a few people who are really interested in helping other plus size people and advocates of the plus size community. So that's something that's going to be happening going forward. So it's not that the group is going away, but I am going to be asking for some help to moderate it, because I see where my shortcomings are. And I know that there are people out there who would like to help and who can help. Sharon asks, what would a moderator do? Please keep it clean. Yes, yeah, that's kind of basically it. We just would make sure that, you know, people are reasonably polite, and if people have a little beef with each other, we help smooth things over. We just make sure the language stays clean and everything stays like rated G, because I want this channel to be rated G. I want the Facebook group to be rated G. I want you to be able to watch this with your kids, and I want your kids to be able to go to the Facebook group and look at it if you have it open on your phone or your computer, and for you to not be worried about what's going to be on there. So that's the kind of thing, really. Sheena says she'd love to help. I don't know what SAHM, so I have lots of time to keep an eye on the group. I'm not sure what that means. Is that a stay-at-home mom? Stay-at-home mom, I'm learning. Barbara says she understands the value of the vision, and yes, we want people to keep it Disney rated, Sheena. Stay-at-home mom, got it. I am learning. But yeah, that's basically what I'll be doing. So the Facebook group won't be going away. It's just, bingo has been called. What does that mean? Won't be going away. I'll just be asking for some additional help. Lou, what does that mean? Bingo has been called. Bingo, because I finally got it. But that's basically what's going on right now. I also wanted to share too, like a little bit about the financials of the Facebook group. I started earning money through ads and through Super Chat in July, and we did meet just over $100 for earnings for the channel, and we're over $100 for this month as well. I'm really excited about that and very grateful for everything everyone's contributed. And again, I just want to make sure you know that what you contribute goes right back into the channel, goes right back into kind of, you know, making sure that I make good quality videos for you guys. Oh, Sharon says she loves the chat every week, but give yourself a break and maybe go twice a month. Actually, doing this chat is like the easiest thing in the world. It takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to set it up, about 15 minutes to kind of put some makeup on and brush my hair, and then whatever time it takes to actually do this. This is like the easiest thing. A video, creating a video that I go to the park and film takes about 20 hours per video. That's the hard part. So that's why I actually do the live chats, because it's not just a fun way to connect, but it's a way to like connect with you guys and stay in touch without putting hours and hours and hours of time and effort into it, and still be able to like give you some information and content that's really helpful. In fact, I actually have one more thing I wanted to report on as far as the YouTube channel goes, and we will be doing a monthly UK chat. And what that means is that the first 3 Thursdays of the month, we will do a live chat at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then in the 4th week of the month, or the final Sunday of the month, so the final Sunday of each month, we're going to do a UK Sunday. We will do a live chat at 2 p.m. on the last Sunday of each month. We're not doing it this month, obviously, because it's going to start next month. But we'll be doing that once a month for our folks in the UK, or even just people who can't make the live chat during the course of the week, and maybe a Sunday is better for them, or Sunday afternoon works better. So we're definitely going to be doing something different to have more people be able to interact and chat with each other. Yes, it does take 20 hours. I know my Schnook and Barbara are like, it takes 20 hours. Yeah, what it takes to make a video is I have to come up with a production plan. I have to schedule or work out what I'm going to do when. I have to schedule fast passes and come up with a schedule of how I'm actually going to hit what I'm going to do when I go in the parks. I shoot anywhere from 3 to 6 videos each visit. And then I gather content for ongoing projects that I'll do in the future, and I also get B-roll that can be used in future videos. So I'm always picking up additional content. So I'm usually in the park about 6 hours when I'm there, and so I film, like I said, 4 to 6 videos in that 6 hours. It takes me 2 hours to get to the park and 2 hours to get home. Once I get home, I have to time code and label each of the files, and then I have to put them in a specific order to help me edit them. Then I have to create a thumbnail. That little picture you see at the beginning of the video that advertises the video, I have to create that. All those graphics I create and do all that stuff myself. And then I have to actually sit down and edit it. And then once I edit it, uploading some of these videos that are like 10 or 12 minutes long can take 2 hours for it to upload, because I do not have the fastest internet in the world. So there's that, and then there's a few Facebook groups that are not my own Facebook group, but other Facebook groups that allow me to post links in their group, and I'll go post the links to the videos there and kind of just let people know on Instagram and through Twitter. I put up posts for that to let people know the videos are available, and then once that is up and running, I also have to spend time answering questions that people put out for the videos. So every question that you answer, every comment that you make on the video, I try to reply to every single one. I may not always be able to do that, but I do try to do that, and make sure that I answer any additional questions you guys have, or at least like put a little heart on it so you know I saw it, so you know that I'm hearing your requests or getting your questions. So yeah, it's quite a process to create each of the videos, and I love doing it. I work in the media. I've worked in television almost my entire career. This is a different way of working in it than I've ever worked before, so it's fun for me. I enjoy it, but it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of hours. So these live chats are actually super fun and easy for me and really fast. I don't mind doing them at all. All right, guys. I think let's take a look and make sure I have a list of topics I wanted to cover for you guys tonight. That's basically it. That's all I have to really share about what's going on in the parks and with the channel and with the Facebook group. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if you had a message from me over the last couple of weeks on Facebook where I may have asked you to reconsider your wording, or to reword something, or to repost something, or if I took down something, a comment or a post, and you're a little upset about it, I apologize for that. I really do. I do feel like maybe I was being a little too overprotective of the group, and I feel like if I get some people to help me with it, to help me kind of moderate it in a more reasonable, less mother hen type of way, that it'll be a little more fun for everyone and not quite so So again, if you had any messages like that for me and you were a little upset with me, I totally understand that. I hope you forgive me, and will continue to be in the group and be active with the group. Well guys, that basically wraps it up, unless you have anything else that you want. Yeah, Barbara, I do try. I'm not always going to be able to do it. As the group grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and I get more and more questions and stuff, it'll get beyond what I'm capable of doing, but while I can, I'm definitely going to do it. And I definitely want you to know that even if I don't reply specifically or send you a phrase or a note, I am definitely reading what you say, especially if you have requests or if you have thoughts or ideas. I'm reading it, and I am considering it, and I do kind of include it in what I'm doing with the video. So I'm really here for you. I'm listening. I definitely want to make sure I'm making videos and content that is serving your needs. Thank you, Shiloh. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your busy lives and everything that you're doing to spend time with me. Before we sign off really quick, let's just take a couple minutes. If anybody has any key questions they want to ask really fast, I'll be really happy to answer them the next couple minutes, and then we'll shut the chat down really quick. Because I know you guys have things you want to do too. And Mark's out there going, come on, woman, I want to spend time with you. Thank you, Lou. That's so awesome. Lou says, out of all the Disney vlogs, you and YouTubers, we love you. Oh, I love you guys too. Gina, you have a great night too. It looks like everybody's ready to say goodnight, so I will do the very same thing. If you guys have any further questions or any ideas or thoughts, don't forget to go ahead and join the Pammie Plus Parks Facebook group. And of course, check out a couple of other Facebook groups that are out there that are fantastic. Disney Parks for Plus Size Guests, Disney Pals Plus, there's so many others. In fact, if you go to Pammie Plus Parks and you join it, you'll actually see a section on there where it says the administration recommends, and there's like a whole list of different Facebook groups that I recommend for you. So you can go check those out as well. You're welcome very much, Heather. You're welcome, Barbara. Erica says, has anyone here done Run Disney? I'm a plus size woman, so I'm slightly worried but excited. Half marathon next year. Erica, if you go to the Pammie Plus Parks Facebook group and you enter your question about the run events and stuff like that, we do have a bunch of people in the group who've done them before and who are planning to do them in the future, and they may be able to give you a bit more information about that. It's not something I have any information on right now, unfortunately, but I think some of the group members can help you with that. So go check it out, and hopefully we'll be seeing you all again very soon. Good night, Tori. Good night, Sarah. Good night, Michelle. Good night, everyone. Oh, yeah. And enjoy the ride.